Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is how we're going to have devotion for the next couple weeks. This is a little bit abnormal, but we're working with what we have. I'm kind of excited. This is something new, and this is something that we're not used to, but we're going to try and make it as normal as possible. I had a couple thoughts for today, and we're just going to go through it real quick. It should only take 4 or 5 minutes, and then we will move on. Look forward to in the future, hopefully getting together in small groups, having some lunch with a few of you people, and really taking this time to have smaller groups and more intimate fellowship. But my thought for today was about social distancing. This term is kind of funny to me because we've been working towards this for a long time. We've been texting instead of calling. We've been FaceTiming instead of being face-to-face. We've been playing video games with people across the country instead of board games with the family. Even though we're moving this direction, it's not really what's natural for us. What's natural for us is to be around people that we love, to be around people that can reassure us, to be around people that we like being close to us. So although this is where we're heading, social distancing is where we're heading, that's not really what's best for us. But believe it or not, the Bible has already laid out a plan for us on what to do in this situation. You know, Paul was credited for writing 13 books in the New Testament, 13 to 27. I'm not a math major, but that's almost half. And some of those books he wrote while he was in prison. Talk about social distancing. Prison back then was something completely different from how we see it now. There was no way to communicate. You couldn't make that collect call to your family. You couldn't use social media or internet in order to communicate with your family and friends. It was really you in a cell, or you and a group of people in a cell, and there was only one way to communicate. And Paul did that. Paul used the one way to communicate by writing letters to churches. He was in this horrible place, and he was still doing ministry. He was still doing the work of God. All he had was a letter, the written word, and he wrote half of the Bible. Not all of it in prison, but he wrote half of the Bible by the written word. It's pretty amazing to me. So what does that mean for us? We have a lot more tools available to us than the written word. We still have things that we need to be doing. Yet we're thrown in this crazy circle where we don't really know what to do because we don't have the normal stuff. We don't have school, and we don't have church, and we don't have youth group, and my goodness, we can't even go to the rodeo. We can't sit down at Chili's with the family and have dinner. But what we do have is a lot of tools available to us to still do ministry, still fellowship with the people that are close to us. So what we really need to be focusing on when we have this extra time is spend time with your family, spend time with your friends. And it doesn't have to be face-to-face. You can FaceTime with them. But also spend time with God. It's a great opportunity for you to get closer to God. I have a scripture for you, Jeremiah 29:13. You will seek me and you will find me when you seek me with all of your heart. Listen closely. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all of your heart. We spend lots of time doing things that are not really important with the day-to-day life. We spend a lot of time on social media. We spend a lot of time just hiding in a room and chilling and watching YouTube, and we spend a lot of time with things that aren't really that important. Spend a little bit of time with God, and you can make this verse come true for you. Spend a little bit of time with God, and you can test and see if the Bible's telling you the truth. I encourage you to continue to get together with your friends. I encourage you to really spend time with your family, and I encourage you to not get caught up in the details of not having the weekly teen group and the weekly activities on whatever you do with your friends, and really embrace the fact that your routine is completely different and find blessings in that. Have a good week. We are going to find other ways to communicate and other ways to do this. And I will keep you in the loop and move forward. Love you guys.